Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. Today's episode is coming to you at a cool 3 a.m. I'm not doing too bad today, nothing really too exciting to tell you. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, nothing really going on. It's a little fade day, so you know. I don't have a whole lot to tell you in today's intro. What did I do today? I went to get my COVID booster, but the walk-ins were not real. I was told there were walk-ins and they were not, so I had to go make an appointment, and now I'm going tomorrow. And yeah, didn't stream today. Took a day to just kind of be like, ooh, semester's over. Another Awoken day. Monster Train. Hell yeah. I'm starting to go through the comments. I kind of just didn't have time to read any over the last few days, so I'm starting to get caught up again. Do my best. And yeah, I should record 2 episodes, but I put off my day today, so I will probably not. But I should be recording 2 from now on. But today I will not. Maybe what I'll do is I'll just sit down and I will record like 7 episodes real fast. Like I'll just sit down, no question, no intro, just rapid fire 7 episodes out, and then put those aside and make that my vacation episode set, and then just business as usual. Might work too. Anyway, let me ask you today's question. While I was driving today, I thought of a banger question. I think, anyway. So I thought of it and I immediately wrote it. No, not immediately. I got home and then I wrote it down. It was like the first thing I did when I got home. So I want to ask you if you could go back in time to, or yeah, no, not in the future. There's no reasonable way to do this in the future, but you could go to any point in time and teach one person in history any one thing. What would it be? So the inspiration for this question, I was sitting there driving, and an AC/DC song came on, and I think it was Who Made Who, and I was like, I don't know exactly what it was, but something they said in the song made me think about computer programming, and I was thinking about how, I think his name was Bon Scott, the original AC/DC lead drummer, probably didn't even have a concept for computer programming, and it'd be kind of cool to go back and teach him that if I could. Obviously I can't, but then I started thinking, like, if I could go back in time and teach like George Washington how to program a game in Unity, that'd be pretty wild, right? That'd be kind of cool. Anyway, yeah, let me know. You got any interesting answers for this one? I feel like there's a lot of room for creativity on what you would do here. I also think it's fun. I think it would be cool because the other thing I was thinking that the basic side of programming is pretty easy and you could probably explain it to most people. But there's like a barrier to entry of explaining what a computer is, and having electricity is a whole lot of logistics. Anyway, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know. Come on, I hope you come up with something cool for that one. It's another another Awoken day. Double Barrel Daedalus, Shadow Arcus, Diligent Seraph, Molded Steel Enhancer, Fatal Melting. I do have YouTube somewhere around here. Where is it? Hold on, I want to go look at what I played last time for a little fade. Oh, it's far away. Alright, never mind. I'll just play whatever. Yeah, Votive Key. I'll play Votive Key, Little Fade. It's very good. Applying Endless to Firelight is good. Extremely good. It takes away all of the guessing of this champion. Great stuff. Very cool. Look at how tiny Little Fade is. She's like the size of Hef's boot. Crazy. We have no units, but I have Endless and I have Firelight, so we should be good to go here. I do not feel good about taking the Invasion Trial. It's a little fade run. We're going to play it cool in the early game, business as usual. Guess you're playing top floor here. I was going to play bottom floor, but like I don't get anything. There's nothing there. I'm just going to let these guys walk on me. So I guess we play up here. If I play 1 Steel Enhancer on Fade, she won't, like she'll live. Or she won't live, I should say. Which is the desired outcome, and then I can play another one and then she takes an extra hit in the boss round, potentially. It's not looking like it's going to be the case, but that was the idea. Now, goal number 1 of this run is going to be to remember that I have votive key and to remember that votive key is important. Step 1. Step 2 is to make sure that I don't let Little Fade live there, so that she doesn't, so that these train stewards don't die. And then it should be fine. I'll take my 20 damage I can get here. I might not have enough burnout because we're down to 1 already. It's a lot of damage though. It's enough. Good stuff, good stuff. Good fight. It was a clergy fight, so we were bound to take some hits. Down 5 health, don't mind. Missed the collector, sad about that. You take whatever burnout option they give you in a run like this. I'd take Vine Grasp as an option to kill my own Little Fade here. Could take Razor Sharp as well for the same effect, but I like Vine Grasp more. I feel like I need to go to the steel shop. I need to pick a unit and give it a stat upgrade here, ideally. Yeah. Pick a unit, give it plus 25. Paraffin Enforcer is absolutely fine with me. Play plus 25 multi-strike Paraffin Enforcer. Give him a self-infuse or something of that nature. Should be a nice and easy one here. It's a Little Fade day, you know? It's not too spicy. But I don't mind. It's, you know, yesterday's run, it was a lot of spice, I feel. Not a lot of spice. An acceptable amount of spice in yesterday's run, I would say. I don't need the spice every day. I'm gonna play bottom floor. I like bottom floor because it gives me more time. I get more time to get scaling. I can also use this extra time to catch excess enemies, like this. Now I just need to kill a 5-1. Maybe one day I'll get a collector on this round as well. Good to dream. Yeah, look at this. I think that maybe... No, because if I played on a... If I had played on the higher floor, I do not believe I would have had enough time to kill that frontline enemy, the Protector. So, I think this is all correct. And leads us to only taking 1. A really good early game. Leaving first 2 combats a Little Fade with only 6 health missing. Very nice. Good stuff. Draft Infusion... I think it also works on Paraffin Enforcer, but it's interesting because I would want to go the other way. I definitely take the draft here. Molten Encasement isn't bad, though. I like the draft because if the Paraffin Enforcers burn out, I can reform them, and that's fine. Again, I like Vine Grasp. Is it raining? No, I don't know what that noise was. It sounded like rain, but it was not. Duplicate there. Oh, pardon me. I'm just looking at the temples real quick. We got 4 in a row coming up. I do not want to duplicate here, so I will go right. Magic Shop has double stack. I would have considered Husk Hermit here, but no Husk Hermit. I am willing to take the artifact. There is an artifact I'm thinking about here. Makes you a +1 damage per stack. Come on. Gonna show me that on a Little Fade run, but I didn't go Little Icarus? Come on. It's like, Abandoned Stave is okay, but what do I do with all this energy? I don't need it. And I'd rather keep it open for removals, I think. So what, I want to go Calcified Ember? I guess. I don't really respect this that much, but I think it's fine. I don't want to leave there with nothing, anyway. I'll put a -1 on Whiplash. Let's see how it goes here. I think this fight can be fine or messy. And we'll kind of just see. Calcified Ember, I could just eat one here. Swallow it whole. I think that on Daedalus I kind of want to play a higher floor so that I have more time to get myself scaling. Get an extra 2 turns, it feels like, versus Daedalus by playing on a higher floor. Not sure if this is necessarily correct, but it seems right. I think it's more like you get 2 more turns before the first waves reach you, not before the last waves reach you, but I don't know for sure. The train steward's important, so I want to play him. Because he's a unit that's going to take rage. And that is good to have. A shame here about not being able to Vine Grasp Fade for accelerated scaling, but it's alright. I'm gonna take a pretty big hit here, I expect. I should have maybe Vine Grasped one of these 5/1s. I guess I just draw it anyway. Doesn't matter if you just hit it anyway. Am I gonna take space on this run? I don't feel like it's space. I think it's just... Well, first of all, I have to not die. Step 1 of winning this run is gonna be living. 2, 4, 6. It's a full hit, it's 10 there. And then this unit will probably do 10. I would like to be able to do something to the Conduit Infiltrator. That would be nice. I don't think there's anything I can do, but it would be nice. My Relentless is great. It's just a horrible run to be fighting Double Barrel Daedalus because haste. You know. Haste. There we go. We took a reasonable amount of damage here. It's okay. I missed some damage on the Daedalus here by playing it like this, but it's okay. Through Wicklash again. At the end of the day, Firelight Fade, your entire goal is to live through here, so now Fade should just win me the run for free, but yeah, you never know. To take Rail Spike, it's a huge intrinsic play, but it's like, oh wow, that's an interesting idea. If I get intrinsic Rail Spike with improved Firebox, I could maybe play the other direction here, which is Paraffin Enforcer on draft, because I draw a third of my deck on turn 1. I don't think so. And when you get right down to it, I do feel like Lady of the House is just better than Paraffin Enforcer in this run. You lose the strike, gain rage, but you gain 3 burnout and base stats. I like the Lady of the House more. I really do. Gotta be draw. My deck has 31 cards in it. Oh. This is weird. So, Broken Wheel. I think it's bad. I think it's too risky for me. I don't want piercing on spells. Do I care about heal 4? I actually maybe want this for the 4 damage to fade every turn. Just kill her. No, I think I'm not going to take any of these. Yeah, the payoffs just aren't worth it, I don't feel. Oh, Divine Artifact as well. Sure, give me... I think that it doesn't matter between Firewall and Advanced Prototype. I'll take Firewall. But I think either one is good. Firewall's a little better against something like a Curse fight, though. Oh, I don't get an Infusion yet? Sad. Those Calcified Embers were dragging me down a bit as well, to be fair. Multi-Strike. Quick. Multi-Strike. Hey. Nice. So we're gonna have 3 Multi-Strike Lady of the House is the play. Quickless Tycoon. I wish. It's a good duplicate as well. Firelight 2? I think maybe, yeah. Okay, so here's what you want to think about here. There's a case to be made for slamming Wickstone on Lady of the House because I'm duplicating her in the next ring, and then just locking that in as my game plan. Draft Lady of the House. I don't think it's good. I think I'd rather leave it open for health, but yeah, it can go here. It's fine. I'll go 25, sure. I can take 100 gold here. Let's do it. another day, another haste combat. I'd like to take this Mark of Invasion, but it is a little risky, even with the 30 Pyre Wall. It's okay. I think it's okay. I think I can get away with it, but it's a little scary. It's only truly scary if the clipped conduit is infused, but thankfully it is not. Gotta wait for Lady of the House, but I am gonna take a pretty big chunk here because of the Fatal Melting. I was hoping to draw this a turn later, but alas. This is gonna be a decent hit. Make sure you play a little Fade first. Eternally. 2, 4, 6, 8. And so you'll do 8. Okay. This unit does 8. This unit does 8, but twice. That's 16. That's 24 between these two. You're doing 9. Don't care about that. What I'm thinking about here is it better to play Vine Grasp on the Clip Defender, or I think it's better to play. Actually, Vine Grasp on the Clip Defender means I take 2, 4, 6, 8, 17, 18. Vine Grasp on the 9/2 means I take 24. Yeah, I think it is better to pull the Clip Defender up, right? That's interesting. But the Clip Defender actually protects the Sycophants so they all die in one pass. Yeah, I think this is better. Less 1, so it's actually 4, 8. Really? Less 1? Huh. So it's 4, it's 1, 2, 3, that's 12. And then you're gonna do, so it's 23. Oh, there's a lot there. But I think that I was close to right. I underestimated my damage output, but I think that trial is a fine take overall. I think it's worth because kill here, kill there. I think it's worth just because I didn't take a whole lot at the end of the day, and I want the money. I get to trade the Divine Firewall for something here, which is cool. I like to see it. And once I get another multi-strike, like next ring, we're gonna be absolutely having one here. We're gonna be looking excellent. I feel. So good, little Fade. I could sit there and do that math for a while because there's a lot of permutations of what you do there. There's a lot of options because you can pull the 9/2 and just kill it. You can pull the Guardian. You can pull the haste enemy. You can try to pull one of the. I think there's only actually really 2 options now that I think about it. I will skip. You could take Subsuming Blade here, but at this point in the run, maybe should take Focus Growth. But I think at this point in the run, I just am cruising. And we get the Excavated Embers now. How exciting. So we go left here. You go Pyre Remains. You go Refracting Lenses. Do I have a Consume? I have 3. Look at that value. Refracting Lenses. Very nice. Then you do your Draft Bond to your Lady of the House. Burn out 4, 35 times 3, right? 35 times 3, 35 times 3. Then you go over to your old Duplicate and you grab another one. And then at the next possible juncture, I remove this one clown. He's not a clown, he did a great job, Paraffin Enforcer. And by a great job, I mean he let a lot of enemies walk right by him, but you know, it's not his fault. And 2 ladies plus Little Fade. We should be very strong. Maybe not Heaven's Seal on Harvesters of Death strong. You know, I'm pretty strong. I'm not ready for that. You're one infused Harvester of Death away from a death of your own, you know? This is an interesting deck, though, because with the... not the Refracting Lenses, with the key... Hey, we hit. Cool. With the key, I just kind of... I don't need to play any cards. I can add whatever I want to the deck, but I don't really need anything, you know? It's Fade plus 2 ladies should be good enough. I wouldn't mind some healing, I guess. Ultimately, I wouldn't mind some plus 25s and some healing. I should probably pick up a healing card. I should have taken the focus growth we skipped. That's the conclusion here. 39. 622. You're never gonna die, so I just gotta heal. So that's what I need to add, because this is the classic Firelight Fade requirement. Fade's good, but you need a way to heal the unit that takes the runoff damage. You need to add a way to heal this unit. Thankfully, I'm Awoken. I can heal. There's a lot of it. Yeah, having 2 units that are doing 300 damage, having a total damage on the floor of 600 at this stage is pretty good. Crushing Demise. It's a hard card to pass. I'll just click it. Ensnare, also a hard card to pass. Both of these cards, very good. Could go right. I think I want to go to the steel shop though, and go to the magic shop in the next ring, yeah. It's a little bit better. Broken 4, yep, plus 25 on 1. I wouldn't mind a multi-strike. Yeah, take a multi-strike on the other. I will drop some money to get rid of Paraffin Enforcer. Thanks, buddy, for the hard work. And 1 Train Steward. Could remove another, but I'll save the rest of the money. Trade 25 Fire Health away. I should trade Fire Health away because of refracting lenses. I heal it back, unless I'm dying. But if I'm dying, then I don't heal it. It's okay. We got other problems if I'm dying. With that, I will remove my last Train Steward. And we'll go take a little look at the temple. Just a little peek. Yeah, I like a plus 10 on Restore here. I know plus 10 Piercing Fatal Melting might be what you expected there, but upping my healing is good. And I got 75 more pack shards to do over 2 temples. We'll do that. Whatever. We'll get there. We'll get there. Let's go. Shadow Arcus, we're playing bottom floor. I feel very comfortable in this position. I feel... Trying to think of a good analogy for my comfort levels here. I feel like... I don't have a good analogy. Nothing came to mind there. It's good to give it a shot, but there was nothing there. I didn't have it. I didn't have the convert, sadly. What's something that feels comfortable? I don't know, like, I feel like a sweater. Yeah, now that's a good one. There's a great analogy. You know what I feel like right now? I feel like a sweater. I don't feel like a sweater. I feel like someone playing monstertrain at 3:30. Not PM. I knew I was gonna have to deal with one of these. Thankfully, have Crushing Demise. I knew there was gonna be 1 Daze Shard that came my way. I'm so dumb. I guess I'll just let her go. I'll redraw her. How absurd. I'll redraw it. She'll come back to me. I know it. Come back, little bit. I think she draws on this turn, actually, right? Yeah. We learned our lesson about how that shit works. Good fight. Didn't matter that I accidentally lost Little Fade. It was like a quick trip to the grocery store, you know? You lose your kids sometimes. Every now and then it happens like that. You go to the grocery store with 3 kids, you come back with 2. Sometimes you come back with 4. It's a real gamble. Time for Unleash the Wildwood here. It's gotta be double draw. There's no space I want to play here. This is a run that's cruising, and I feel like there should be something that I'm preparing for. There should be some sort of option that I'm afraid of. There should be some boss fight that's gonna scare me. But can't think of it. Everything seems fine on this run. Diligent Seraph doesn't scare me. Divinity doesn't really scare me. Maybe my scaling. No, my scaling can't be too slow. I'm about to double it. I guess not quite double it, but increase it a lot. My scaling's fine. I think we're good. I've lost so many unlosable runs at this point that I'm scared. Gotta take +10s where we can. Thinking about freezing the Wildwood, but yeah, we could just roll into holdover. Just holdover instead. Now survivability is no issue, nothing's gonna die slowly. I want... I'm gonna take 15 or 10 here. The Extreme Stone is fine, so I'll take that as my 15. I will wait on the 10. I think I'd rather play... Yeah, I'd rather play a different one. Over Purge Stone. Now, slamming armor 20 here is not my favorite idea. I could probably get away with it. I might take some damage from the first wave, but it's a risk I'm ready to take. Acceptable. Oh, I gotta make... Future me, I gotta look. I gotta look ahead. I gotta read the difference between the two units I have. I have two, count them, two Lady of the House. Gotta read the distinction. Also, I thought I wasn't gonna scale fast enough. I was extremely incorrect. I was very wrong. I scaled I scaled fast. Turns out 79 times 4, 108 times 3 is good. Good enough. Anyway. What a world. Who'd have thought? I'm not even gonna bother playing these other cards, man. It's like, I can, but why? I'll play Whiplash again. It really is a but why sort of run, you know? Sometimes I have these. I have the run. Why would I play other cards? I don't need to. It's about efficiency. Engulfed in Smoke is a cool tech card we can have as a just in case. I have Holdover Unleashed, so I don't need healing anymore though. I don't need to take Awake or Focus Growth. I think you go left here. I don't really want anything, so I'll go left. We can make some removals happen. I think Divine Grasp is good, but I think the worst card in this deck right now is Steel Enhancer, not Steel Singer. Cold day where I'm gonna say that. Brimley is gain Extinguish, apply 5 armor. That is nice. A little more survivability for Little Fade, you like to see. And then I'll hit the Temple. What do we get? Intrinsic. Just thinking about what I would Intrinsic here. This is probably the worst one. Intrinsic Excavated Ember. It's just 10 pack shards. I think I should have taken Purge Stone, but it really, really does not make a difference. I could make a slightly better choice set here, but like, who cares? I actually got +10 on all of these Restorers. That's wild. Or +30 on one. We made it. Get rid of another Primitive Mold and then we can just go. Removing Consume is just bad. I want to do that. 100 of 100. Gold spent. Goodbye a -1 there, I guess. But like, I don't know. What's wrong with me in this run where buying that -1 felt impossible? Buy that -1, I could not possibly do that. There is no way that I could buy a -1 from that shop. It was not happening. I root the Curse enemy here. You can make a case for playing top floor because Seraph, but we'll care. I have the Vine Grasps, and I'm gonna end up consuming a lot of the deck, so I guess I'll actually just heal it back because it's Diligent Seraph and I have Refracting Lenses on. I'll just heal all my health back. Yeah, I guess so. Go hit me for 15, although I'll be back in 3 turns. And then we hope Seraph stays bottom floor. Yeah, I don't want him putting stuff up here, but I have like 3 cards that kill enemies, so it is fine. At 85 HP, I think this Lady of the House is okay. She might be under slight risk of death. Maybe slight risk of death on the Divinity. I don't think so, though. I don't think so here. But it's a minor risk, I would say. But the thing is, if a lady of the house dies, I have reforms, and they don't lose their stats. This is the other good thing about pivoting off of the raid boy idea. These units, these ladies, they do not lose their stats if they die, where the raid would fall. 1980, hey, what the heck, dude? 3575, hey, what the heck, dude? Hey, he wins this, what the hell? I don't believe this. It's fine, we have molds. There's another upside of playing bottom floor, we have time to kill the boss, but it's not a great sign if I'm not beating the Seraph fight, actually. That's a little concerning. Maybe it's alright. I feel like their health is just low. I probably need to make sure I play some stealth out. Maybe I should have looked for holdover on the stealth card. It's like, this is the sort of position where I start to get very nervous, because like, God, what if I lost this run? If I lose this run, it's a great lesson to learn, because we get to go, man, what the hell happened here? I will be surprised if I lose this run, but it could happen. Start picking off these damage shields. Keep drawing this Fatal Melting on turn 1. I guess I could have, you know what would have been better? I should have killed Fade and then Fatal Melting the bottom floor. I missed that idea. Well, I have to play Fade first, so I don't get the stealth here. That's a shame. Actually, no, I can play the stealth. I can play Vinecraft Spawner. Yeah, I get the stealth. I just want to start sneaking in some stealth here and there. Like a pretty good chunk off of the Divinity there. The Divinity's Relentless is, generally speaking, easier than Seraph's, I would say, but I'm gonna make sure that I am making smart plays. I want to do things like root the spikes to split them up and then just kill them myself later. Things like that. I just want to be aware. I want to be aware of the threats that we're going to face at this point. 1 and 3. I'm gonna play 1 Excavated Ember, but not 2, because I don't want to draw Engulfed in Smoke. So we wait. Don't worry about that. It looks bad, it's no problem. Absolutely okay. I have all this healing that I don't need, but I have it. I should grab the regen. You never know when 3 regen makes a difference. It might. You never know. But clearing the Harvest Wave, though, is a great sign. Usually the Harvest Wave is the one that is the most threatening, I fear. Excellent Crushing Demise. The Multi-Strike Wave, also rather frightening, but having Crushing Demise kill the unit that does 40, very nice. I think that should just seal us away as fine. Engulfed in Smoke to also dodge the 2 high damage turns. I feel great. I think that the Engulfed in Smoke, I picked it as a smart tech, I believe I said, and it is run defining, I feel here. I would say it's a little better than smart tech. I would say it was excellent. 21 damage here. I'm gonna go ahead and... Oh, I don't have it? I already played Crushing Demise. Alright, I was gonna look for Crushing Demise, but it doesn't matter. We got it. I don't know, man. Even though it's a little fade run with a very strong setup, but I have lost unlosable runs before. This is actually really wrong. I'm going to remedy this by playing Engulfed in Smoke. I need the stealth. Maybe I don't need the stealth. I should stealth. I should have played Little Fade first, or Little Fade second, stealth first, but I need to use the stealth to get past this initial round of the coming wave, right? I think so. I think that the 1 turn of stealth here is very important because it blocks 47 damage on Lady of the House, which would potentially kill her. Not a risk I was ready to take. Maybe didn't need it, but you know, at the end of the day, we take home a W here. I was a little scared about this one, but I guess it's fine. It's like you can't. I cannot take the mental damage of losing a run that I played like this, because I played this run extremely disrespectfully of the game, because it's a little fade run with a strong multi-strike. Hey, new stamp. That card was pretty good in this run too. The Excavated Ember. It's only 4 cards remaining. It's Animus of Speed, Kinhost Carapace, Demon Fiend, and... oh, the other one's Bone Rattler, I believe. Yeah. That's your final 4 for me for stamps. All crowns done. 15 of the expert challenges done. Some of them need a divine victory, though. I'm not, like, too worried about this. Anyway. Run summary, if you don't mind. Good run. Lady of the House, little fade. Could have used a little more health or something. Like, survivability is the permanent question you have to answer, because you get a crazy amount of damage in a run like this. This one was close. It was very close. I think I was 1 or 2 bad choices away. And I feel like at this point, I have learned to speedrun a run like this and disrespect the game the right amount. Like taking Crushing Demise, taking Vine Grasp twice, taking Engulfed in Smoke. Those are the things that you take because you have nothing else you need to draw. So you just grab cards that have some potential use case, and then the use case happens. And you go, hell yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.